What's up, Virgo? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tawny Michelle, and basically I'm not your average love light, twin flames, and unicorns reader here, so please keep that in mind when watching this video. And let's get into your October 2020 reading, Virgo. So this is very, very interesting. I feel like you guys have a lot going on this month. Wow. A lot of it deals with using your voice and where you may not feel worthy to speak your own truth. And where you just may not feel worthy to express how you feel. A lot of it also has to do with empowerment and really kind of shedding old things and really allowing yourself to feel how you feel and to feel change, okay? Now, I will also say right off the bat that Mercury is going to be retrograding around the 13th. Okay, so whatever comes up before the 13th, pay attention to, because it's not over. It's probably going to come back around. And Mercury is going to be retrograding mostly in a spot for you that deals with communication, how you communicate your feelings, and also transportation. So there could be some issues here I see with short travels, transportations, maybe some fixes or repairs that need done on a car, finding some kind of middle ground with that thing on a more like mundane level. But also I see a lot here with communication and really speaking your truth and talking about your feelings and reflecting on certain decisions that you've made, certain choices that you've made, certain things that you maybe didn't say, and how you can use your words as some kind of tool for empowerment or transformation, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. So we have the solar plexus chakra, which is all about your sense of self, your personal power, willpower. It's also our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. Okay, so a lot of you guys may need to do some work on your solar plexus chakra. Sagittarius got this same card. But you guys may need to do some work on your solar plexus chakra. There may be not a huge sense of confidence there right now about some things, or maybe you're feeling like a lack of self, of who you are, or how you contribute, or how you can play a part in things. Now we also have the card empowerment, okay? And it says, empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. And that's another thing, Virgo. I think there's a lack of trust here. Maybe in yourself or maybe in someone else. There is a lack of trust in something here that I think is really kind of holding you back as well. So your next card is, am I apologizing for my truth? We also have, do I believe I am worthy? And then we have, where am I being called to use my voice right now? So these are some major questions, I think, that are going to come up this month for you with that Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. Venus is also in your first, in your sign, starting on the 2nd of October. So where do you need to embrace yourself more, Virgo? Where, worthiness is definitely going to be a big thing that comes up for you this month. Where are you feeling unworthy? Where are you not speaking your truth because you feel unworthy? Or where are you apologizing, for who you are or your truth because you feel unworthy, because of this lack of connection? I feel like there's a huge fear here with the 3 of Cups reversed that maybe you're going to lose connection, or maybe you are purposely kind of distancing yourself from people because of these issues, So moving on to your tarot cards, we also have the Chariot after the 3 of Cups reversed, the Chariot and the Knight of Swords. So this is where I was saying there could be some transportation stuff also with Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. This could also be, where are you feeling called to speak your truth, like the card said, So that's definitely another thing that could come up here. But it does feel like there's some kind of rush in the beginning of the month, or there's some kind of like, trying to get away or move forward with something along those lines. So there could be some kind of rush, where with Temperance here, there may be a need to practice some kind of patience, to find some kind of harmony in it, to find the middle ground in it, to compromise, to, you know, basically balance something out here, to turn the situation into something that is going to be better for you with the star here, okay? To turn lack into gain somehow. So, and also these other cards that I read have stuff on the back that we're going to get to in a minute, I promise. So I just want to go over these first. So then towards like mid-month with the star, we have the Hanged Man and the Three of Swords and the Eight of Wands, Virgo. So this is like where I feel like you're having to face something. You're having to face a certain belief, a certain feeling, a certain emotion. It may be keeping you stuck. There may be something that's happening and you're like, I feel like I can't do anything about it. You know, maybe you're like really seeing where you have done a lot for other people and now it's like something's happening and you want to pitch in, but it's like, you know, that's coming from your unworthiness, you know? Maybe you can't fix a situation that you want to fix, or maybe that you are, you know, having to deal with some kind of emotions that you've been putting off, or even some kind of betrayal that you've been putting off, you know? But there's something here where it's like something's happening and you want to do something about it, and you feel vulnerable, or you feel like you're stuck in some way with that Hanged Man there. And with the Eight of Wands here, it's like you're wanting to like move, like it's like, move, I have to do something about this. But what I'm seeing here with the Queen of Cups, the Moon, and the Death card is that there is a huge sense of shadow work here for you guys towards the end of the month, especially probably around that Taurus full moon, that is going to equate to you trusting in your intuition, trusting in your emotions, and trusting in the unknown, and allowing this to transform you, to change you with the Death card. So I don't feel like that's a bad ending at all. I don't see the Death card as bad or the Moon card as bad. I feel like this is some major emotional shadow work with the Queen of Cups there that tells me it's going to be healing. So there's a sense here of feeling like you want to do something about this, whatever happens towards mid to end month, but maybe you're feeling like you can't for some reason. Okay, like you're not sure what decision to make, you're not sure which choice to make. And once again, this is like, are you afraid to go after what you want? Are you afraid to really feel how you feel? So, am I apologizing for my truth? It says, what part of you is apologizing for truth and why? Be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. You never know whose life you will change when you are brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. That will give others permission to speak their own truth. There is room for all of us. Today's mantra, courage is contagious. That's interesting. I mean, you can definitely help people by speaking their truth, whereas you may be not saying certain things to not hurt people's feelings, but then those people aren't getting to know the real you because you're suppressing your own truth. You're suppressing how you really feel or what you really think for the sake of other people. And so this month, those themes may come up for you, Virgo. We also have, do I believe I am worthy? You are worthy, you are deserving, you are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you have dreamt of. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. For a big goal or dream, you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? And your mantra is, I am worthy of it all. We also have, where am I called to use my voice right now? You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing others. I think you using your voice and you feeling this and you being very introspective this month is what's going to help you heal. So that is what I'm seeing in your cards, Virgo. As far as your astrology, so we start off this month with an Aries full moon. And this full moon is happening in a spot for you that is about major breakthroughs, major fears, major life crises, debts, other people's money, other people's finances, shit like that, basically. And also mortality. So this may bring up some of those fears you have, some kind of fear that you have, you know. And this may also bring up insecurities that you have about other people in your life, or being by yourself, or something along those lines, like past wounds. Sorry, I'm just trying to get to your chart here, Virgo. But so yeah, that Aries full moon could definitely bring up some financial stuff for you. You know, some things that need to be looked at, and all of that kind of stuff. So and then on the 2nd is when Venus moves into your sign. So like I was saying, this is definitely going to be about where, you know, where do you need to basically find your worth? You know, where do you need to find your worth? Where do you need to find your confidence? Where do you need to find your value? Things like that. So Venus in your sign is definitely going to make you start thinking about those things. And then Saturn and Pluto is going to be direct in a spot for you that is all about where you find pleasure, where you find fun, work, stuff like that. So, you know, if there's been something, it's also about children. So there could be some kind of change here with children. There could be some kind of task that's like really daunting or draining, or some kind of hobby or project that's been like really draining or overwhelming. And when Saturn and Pluto move forward, that energy can start to move forward for you or change direction for you. So that's a good thing. And this place also deals with love and romance. So if there's been something draining in that department, when they move forward, that can also change as well. So on the 13th, your ruling planet Mercury that's when it goes retrograde, like I was kind of talking about, in the sign of Scorpio. And we basically already talked about that, so I'm not going to go into that again. But on the 16th, we have the Libra new moon, which is in the sign right after yours. It's going to be opposite Mars and squaring Capricorn. So basically what's going on here, Virgo, is that, you know, there may be something, some kind of decision that you have to make, or some kind of financial focus that comes up where you're having to find some middle ground, or you're having to like take some kind of take on some kind of commitment or responsibility, or make some kind of change to some kind of commitment or responsibility, something along those lines. This could also deal with children as well around that time. So just kind of pay attention to that to see if those themes come up. And then on the 27th of the month, Mercury goes back into Libra, retrogrades back into Libra. So this could definitely bring up financial decisions, needing to balance things out financially with your own income and what you have to offer, things like that. And then on the 31st, on Halloween, we have the Taurus full moon, which is happening in a spot for you that is very much about your views on life, your views on the world, your religious views, your belief systems, your spiritual views, your world views, all of these kinds of things, higher education, where you feel like your purpose is, or where you feel like your path is. And so this full moon is going to be conjunct Uranus. So this could be some kind of major awakening, major kind of like rebirth moment of really finding your spiritual values, or your religious values if you're religious, or something along those lines, like finding some kind of value in your belief systems or in your views, okay? Really kind of transforming the way that you see things, or being liberated from some kind of perspective that's been hindering you, okay? So that is basically what I see there, Virgo. Hopefully this ends up resonating. Let me know down below if it has resonated so far. I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in my other videos. Bye.